man. So yeah, that pill.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm looking to meet a $25 live stream goal to stay on 2 hours. Um, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Also accepting super chat and super stickers. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. But YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it. But 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing, you dig? If we can reach $15 via Cash App or PayPal, I'll stay on 2 hours. If we count super chat or super sticker, I'm looking to meet 25. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Let's get it.
What's up everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now let's get into the video.
Guys, these are women that you should stay far away from, and I'm going to tell you this from my experience because I was each of these women in this lifetime until I healed myself. So number one is the woman that needs a lot of attention and validation. She can go around, she can talk to everyone, and she's going to want attention from everyone around, even if you're standing next to her, because she doesn't get full validation from you. She needs dopamine hits from the people around her.
Great, genuine question. Genuine question. You were all these multiple different types of toxic woman. So my question is, do you want us to believe that now you're healed, you went to therapy, you're a better woman now, and you would be a great dating option for a good man?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Whether that's at a bar, at a party, wherever. She also does not feel fulfilled within herself, so she's going to look for those dopamine hits, and when you can no longer provide those for her, she will get bored and leave you.
Wasn't she describing just one type? But like Whitney said, I'm every woman, so basically stay away from women. Oh no, wait, because now she's healed, that's
Sounds like she just described a large percentage of the female population. Um, I would say that describes most women who have had more than 3 sexual partners on a dating market. They're constantly gonna be chasing dopamine hits. That's pretty much what women do when they're left to their own devices in the world, just chase dopamine hits. And yeah, I mean, she's right. Women like that make horrible long-term girlfriends, horrible wives. No, like I said before, as a gender, women just really aren't long-term relationship material. They degrade over time mentally and emotionally, um, and they get bored easy. They're flaky and quick to leave when things get harder. They get bored. So it's just women are always the ones pushing for long terms. Women are the ones always usually pushing for long-term relationships, but they're the least fit to be in them. It's kind of ironic.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Oh no, wait, because now she's healed. That's why she's on TikTok looking for external validation. Got it.
I seriously think that this dude is following me.
Yeah, no Sherlock, I'm following you. I've been following you. You know why? We're on a walking trail. We came from that way. It only goes this way. Of course I'm following you. Duh. Duh.
She's a musician or a wannabe musician, not really sure, but this is the type of content she chose to post to promote her music, I guess. And fair enough, to some point, what's a girl to do? She wants to get paid. I find it a bigger problem that he chose to be a part of this type of content, because it's just the type of content that will draw the type of women who will go in her comments saying, yeah, men, ugh, they're all horrible, it's all men, blah blah blah. He's in all her videos, so boyfriend, husband, maybe.
Me, this beautiful weather. Snuck off on my lunchtime here in the park. It's nice.
So stupid.
And shredded carrots on.
So to somebody who does not have the ability to communicate very well, every single time that you talk about your feelings, it's going to be seen as an argument. They're going to tell you that you're being too much, too dramatic, too difficult. That is not the case. It is a lack of communication skills in the relationship that will be minimising your own experience.
Let's run that back. I heard some bullshit I need to break down. Let's run it back. Everybody hit the like button.
So to somebody who does not have the ability to communicate very well, every single time that you talk about your feelings, it's going to be seen as an argument. They're going to tell you that you're being too much, too dramatic, too difficult.
That's going to be the case 85% of the time with women. Because here's the thing, even when women do have a good point or they're genuinely trying to get something across or whatever, express their feelings, they're going to do it in the most obnoxious, over the top, argumentative, combative way possible. And when you call that out, they're going to feel attacked and they're going to try to stick to what their intentions what their intentions were, rather than acknowledge the fact that they went about expressing it in the wrong way, in the most toxic way possible.
Tell you that you're being too much, too dramatic, too difficult. That is not the case. It is a lack of communication skills in the relationship that will be minimising your own experience.
How many experiences or bad experience do you get talking about your fifis 8 times a day on a daily basis? That's not really a communication either. Sarah borrowed the sweater from you and she gave it to Maria because Maria really liked it and she wanted to wear it while going out on a Sunday. And oh no, you really don't like Maria for some reason. I've heard the story once, I remember all the names, I know you don't like Maria for some reason. I don't need to listen to that story on a daily basis. And no, that's still not communication.
I just think it's like mad that people that you went to high school with, you see it on social media, are married. Like, I know I've got kids and I know I've got like my house and a dog and a cat and all that. Like, do you not think it's mad? People I went to school with are all getting married. They're, like, loads of them are engaged, right? And I'm here. I might have kids, right? Even though I'm surviving, not thriving, and I'm winging it day by day. Anywho, I'm here fighting for my life on dating apps. Dating apps.
'Cause you're hey, have you ever considered maybe you're a shittier person than they are? I mean, that's probably why you're in this position and they're in that position. I mean, how did you become a single mother, Mather? I'm assuming you were having sex outside of wedlock. That's how you became a single mother. And I'm assuming it was a guy who was probably a piece of shit. Or he was a good guy and you sabotaged it or left him and took his kids. So look, the reason why they're in that position and you're in this position, if I had to guess, is because you're a bad person. Hope that helps.
Dating apps. There is nobody that speaks to me in person at the gym. I have no social interaction in person with any sort of male. I am fighting for my life on these dating apps, right? And on a good occasion, a random good one pops up and then something blows in the wind and it all fucking goes tits up. They're engaged and they are married.
Wait, hold on. Let's did she say every once in a while a good one comes along and he gets blown in the wind? Yeah, because he realizes that you're not worth it and you're unbearable. And I'm sure you just got a bunch of baggage and damage that he uncovers. And that's why the good ones just found a way to blow in the wind.
Tits up. They're engaged and they are married. That is mind blowing to me. And I can't even get a fucking date. The audacity.
Coming on TikTok with these little ass basically panties on and a sweatshirt that isn't bringing in Prince Charming. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. You know, there's a lot of lonely men out there, let me just say, who would love to be in a relationship with a woman. Like lots and lots and lots of lonely men. So it really is a testament to how horrible these women are when they can't get a man. Because even in this red pilled world we live in now that the red pill has blown up, there's still so many blue pill simps who would do anything just to have pretty much any girlfriend. Even dudes who are kind of handsome and kind of successful. So, yeah. Women who can't keep a man around are just truly, truly sad creatures.
The audacity. Audacity.
Yeah, but whose audacity though? It can't be your friend's audacity because all they're doing is getting married or getting engaged. It's not your audacity either because if it was, you wouldn't have been posted this video. To understand your own audacity, you'd have to look at yourself and you didn't. If you did, you would have realized that actions do have consequences.
Alright, so I re-downloaded Hinge a few weeks ago. After
All these bitches whispering. Is it just me or like I don't understand? I really don't get it. Let me know if y'all can hear.
Alright, so I re-downloaded Hinge a few weeks ago. After almost a year of being off of the dating apps, thinking like, oh, maybe I'll see some new faces here, like it'll feel good again, and you know, it'll motivate me to like put myself out there again.
Okay, let's do a little assessment. She got tattoos on her hand. Well, that little saying on the wrist, that's pretty stereotypical. She's a complete basket case just off having tattoos on her hands and the thousand cock stare and the fact that she's chronicling her personal life on TikTok. Um, so these women, they download Hinge, get pumped and dumped a bunch of times, then in a state of rage, delete. They rage delete the dating apps after getting pumped and dumped for the thousandth time. And I don't know what the goal is. Let me try to meet somebody in person. Let me go to bars, clubs, ask around for friends. I don't know what they think is gonna work, but apparently it doesn't work. So they end up downloading the apps again as if they're gonna get different results. You're not gonna get different results from the tall, handsome guy who looked like he got a good job. He's on a dating app for a reason. If he was so great and looking for a relationship, well, first he would have found somebody better than you. But yeah, he wouldn't be still on dating apps. You're clearly over 30. So the top 5% type guys who are still single over 30 on dating apps, look, they're just looking to pump and dump. That's not going to change today, tomorrow, or even if you delete it for another year and come back in a year. And the guys who would be interested in you,
Leaving Belize with 19 Instagrams, 11 phone numbers, 3 girl besties, 2 crushes, 1 situationship, a UTI, and a heart full of memories. Mom, don't go off with any strangers on your trip. Me on a boat with strangers on my trip. You know, and then these are the same women that will later come out and say, what? A man did something, she came up missing, she got assaulted.
men who would be interested in you, you're not going to be interested in. The same quality of dudes who are going to be interested this time,
You know, I'm just tired.
you're still not going to be interested in them. So I don't know what they expect to change, really.
And you know, it'll motivate me to like put myself out there or get out there more. Tell me why it's the same faces that have been on for years. And I know, like, I've also been on for years, and I hate that, like, they probably think the same thing when they see my face, because I'm sure we're all seeing the same people. But, like, it's almost ridiculous. And at least change your damn pictures. Like, they are literally from, I could say, looks like 2010 with a digital camera, not even a phone. Like,
So, okay, so what? If they change their pictures, you'll genuinely like them now? I mean, seriously, what? I would love to see your profile, man. I would love to see it. It don't matter what pictures they use. You're still not gonna fucking like them. Any man who would take this woman out on a date just based off her look, I mean, she just looks nuts. The tattoos, the fact that she's over 30. Dudes who would actually take somebody like you serious, you're not gonna like them.
do men not know how to take pictures or update? Well, we already know.
Oh yeah, we don't sit around. We're not narcissists like you guys. We don't sit around trying to find the best angle and figure out how to take all these great pics. We're dudes. They really want us to have some of their ways. They're judging men on with the wrong metrics, of course, and that's why they're in this position they're in.
That they don't, but like, come on, update the pictures, because that's certainly not what you look like right now. And also, like, I feel like the variety of people, like, this can't be it. Like, there has to be more people in New York and just like in general. Like, why is it always the same faces? This cannot be the only selection of single people in this city. And like, it's
Well, yes, it's the same 10 over 6 feet guys who are handsome, who look like they got their shit together. Yeah, they're cleaning up. You're probably only interested in 1% of men. So yes, I'm sorry there's not, hundreds of millions of 1%, 1 to 5% men. Yeah, it just don't work that way. And let's be real, even if there were, they still would only pump and dump you at best.
super frustrating to me. Like, I just felt even more defeated than I already do. And I swear these people have a contract with Hinge, and even the standouts are like disgusting. And like, I'm not saying it's only about looks, but like, it's a dating app, and like,
Yes, I like finally like get it. Well, first of all, like It sucks to be you. Second of all, talking about audacity, where do you get yours? You go on a dating app for the millionth time and you require everyone to change everything about them. Start with pictures, then go with prompts, and then go with bio, and then go with, I don't know, their entire personality. Oh no, they all have the same faces. Yeah, they do. They're men. They're not gonna do it your way, getting fillers until your mouth doesn't even move right. And no, they're not gonna change anything just because you want to. They don't even want you in the first place, because if they did, they would do something about it.
Men not knowing anything about their friends in that video that's going around and going viral right now, I think is like the exact epitome of why women like myself are starting to wake up to like the propaganda of marriage and like long-term partnership. I'm somebody who's had a lot of long-term serious relationships.
That's the red flag in itself. I love it when women think that's a flex to say like, "Oh, I'm a serial monogamous. I've had, 5-year relationships." That's not a flex. Like, why are all these relationships not working? You don't sound virtuous or anything. You don't sound like a good woman to say like, "Oh, I'm always in long-term relationships." Well, yeah, you're always getting out of long-term relationships too. That's why I say after 30, there's no sounding good as a woman. It, it's gonna be hard for any 30-plus-year-old woman to make herself sound like a good dating prospect. Because usually, no matter what her past is, you're gonna be looking at her sideways. Whether she had situationships, whether she had three-year relationship, no matter what the circumstance is gonna be, she shouldn't be single at this age if she was a good woman. Fucking period.
Long-term partnership. I'm somebody who's had a lot of long-term serious relationships, unfortunately only with men because I am very unfortunately straight, and I can
most people just don't want to deal with them because on average they just are not good genuine people to be around. They're good to look at, they're good to work in brothels, they're good to try to take over a bar, they're good when they're handing you food as like if they're a waitress or they're on a call center call or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around. Just leave. Like it's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
I mean, she clearly is sounding like she hate men. You don't have to date men. I get it, you're attracted to men, but just go wig towel. Just live your life. Hang out with your friends. Men suck. You're attracted to men. Unfortunately, you don't gotta deal with us. Go your own fucking way. Get some hobbies. Leave us the fuck alone. These women hate men so much, but they use the topic of men to get all their views.
with men because I am very unfortunately straight, and I can tell you that I've never had a romantic partner who could match the depth of a good female friend in terms of like the emotional like depth and vulnerability.
We're not here for that. We're not your girlfriends. We're not women. We don't operate like that. Stop comparing us to women. The fuck is wrong with you?
Good female friend in terms of like the emotional like depth and vulnerability and just like care and being there that I have with my friendships. I think now as somebody who is in my late 30s and who is not found my like forever partner, I'm sort of like I don't even know if I want one.
Please don't get one for their sake. Well, I don't think she is gonna get one. How old did she say she was? Hold on.
Found my like forever partner, I'm sort of like I don't now as somebody who is in my late 30s.
Oh, late 30s. Yeah, that's cringe. This woman is nuts. I mean, you could tell by the eyes. She's starting to get that double chin. It's just, these women are fucking cringe, man. I feel sorry for every guy for the rest of her life who's gonna go on a date with this woman. Yeah, you should just go lesbian. Go les.
And who is not found my like forever partner, I'm sort of like, I don't even know if I want one.
Well, that's actually great. That solves that problem because you're not really wanted. Oh, you don't want a man. Oh no, whatever are we going to do now? What I don't get is why the introduction though? I'm guessing the entire point was, oh, men are horrible friends to each other. That's why I don't want a husband. Oh no, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, it's raining outside, and of course I do have an umbrella because I'm a woman. But it is raining, therefore I do not want a man.
3 ways to settle an argument in your femininity. Number 1, always respond with kindness. There's no need for you to lower your energy to the level that the person that you're arguing with is in. It's so essential to stay above that.
What are we ranking her, fellas? Is that a wig? That's like a weird hairline. Am I missing something? Oh, Ism is back. Where do you find these perfect women y'all talk about? Wait, who? What perfect women? I'm glad Ism is back. I don't know, Ism. I'm assuming you like something about this channel. On the low. You keep coming back. But what are we ranking this chick? So yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 Cash App or PayPal goal. If we count super chats and super sticker, I'm looking to meet 25. Nothing has been met. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. What up, Craig?
To the level that the person that you're arguing with is in. It's so essential to stay above that and be in a vibrational state that you feel pretty good in. Number 2, stay calm. We are not going to raise our voice or be reactive or emotional during a conversation or during an argument because that's not going to help our situation at all.
Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of women to want to listen to you. Tell them to not act on their emotions. And yeah, I'm sure the third point was just as good as the first two, but I didn't care to listen. Here's the only point in which to solve an argument in your feminine princess. But just a heads up, it doesn't involve energy. Just shut the hell up.
I hate when men are like, I don't chase women. Like, okay, go find your husband then.
How did we know that was coming? How do we know that it was coming? Chasing you shouldn't have to chase somebody, and you don't have to chase a woman when she likes you. Doesn't mean you're gay. It just means you're not wasting time with a bitch who don't really like you. Trust me, when a bitch into you, she does not make you chase her. Showing slight interest is enough.
Okay, go find your husband then.
Oh, trust me, princess, I wish I could, but unfortunately for me, I don't play on that team. Yeah, you can say unfortunately I like women, but fortunately, there's always the girl working on the street corner who's telling me she loves me long time. She kind of repeats the same words with every starting hour, but still beats the hell out of chasing you.
I'm just wondering why when a mom is raising babies on her own, we're calling it a single mother household and not a absent father household.
Right, always put it on the man. Never take accountability. They don't like how that accountability sounds. I'm guessing she has a kid. Alright, let's continue. Cause let's be real. When something doesn't personally affect women, they don't give a fuck about it. She wouldn't be making this TikTok if she wasn't a single mother, or if her best friend wasn't a single mother or some shit.
Not a absent father household. And I'm also wondering why when a dad chooses to participate in his fatherhood, we are saying, oh, he's such a family guy, he's such an involved dad. Baby, I've never heard a woman described as such a family woman. She's such a family girl. She's such an involved mother. It's amazing. What?
I know, right? Crazy. 80% of young boys that are in prison were being raised by single mothers, so I guess they were not so involved. About 65% of teenage pregnancies are young girls raised by single mothers, so not that involved, maybe. We also have a name for men that left and never wanted to be involved in.
I'm on here. Okay. I just did this as a fluke, Kendra.
Just did this as a fluke, Kendra. You're a fluke, man. How are you calling in? Wait, her name is Dr. Charm Nove Money.com. Okay, this doesn't look legit. Anyway, you called in as a fluke. Excuse me. You called in on a show that's going to be seen by possibly hundreds of thousands as a fluke. What does that say about you, doctor? So-called doctor. I got a question for y'all. Would you want to go see any doctor that ever called into this ghetto ass dating show? Whether it's a medical doctor or psychologist, whatever. What up? What up, Lauren?
Oh my God. I'm on here. Okay. I just did this as a fluke, Kendra. How are you?
Good. Well, oh, excuse me. I might need to get something to drink. Do you want to be a guest?
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I got the hiccups. Oh shit. I gotta hold my breath. That makes the hiccups stop too. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully it works. What's your name, girl?
My name is Charm.
Charm. Where you calling me from, Charm?
I'm calling you from Atlanta.
ATI. How old are you?
I am 48.
48. And what?
Oh my God.
$48 old. Big 4'8". I'm just oh my gosh. What do I want to say that I haven't already said about the age 48 on Kendra G show? How does a woman make it to 48 single, never widowed? How does she do it? She doesn't make it to 48 on a dating show, never widowed, by being such a great woman. I can tell you that for sure.
Eight.
48. And what you do for a living?
I'm a realtor and a stand-up comedian.
Okay, a realtor and a stand-up comedian.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Shout out to John. He donated $10. He says, "How you like to have someone show up to your place of business just to say I came here as a fluke?" That's a fact. That's a fact. But Kendra know her show is a joke, even if it does make her money. So she'll allow it. She's in the business of flukes and bullshit and clown behavior. That is her business. Everybody shout out John. He's the live stream sponsor, big dog of the stream, king of the stream. $10 down, 15 more to go. Yeah, 15 more to go, preferably Cash App or PayPal.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucker where I can't lose.
Okay, a realtor and a stand-up comedian.
48-year-old stand-up comedian, y'all. I'll say that again. A 48-year-old stand-up comedian who has doctor in her name. A 48-year-old doctor realtor comedian. If I put it like that, does it put it all in perspective? 48-year-old realtor doctor comedian. That's all I need to hear, man. Even if I was in the market for a 48-year-old woman, it's just a no, just off that alone.
Okay, a realtor and a stand-up comedian. Do you have any kids?
I have a daughter that just graduated college about 2 months ago, and she lives out of state.
A daughter. Okay. Okay. So Charm Atlanta 48. You work in retail, you said?
Realtor.
Come Kendra with the you're a realtor. It's not a realtor, Kendra. It's a realtor. I feel like you've heard enough people say it right on your show for you to be able to say it right. It's a damn shame. Journalists who can't say realtor. That's those HBCUs for you. Let's see. What was it? CharmNovaMoney.com? CharmNovaMoney.com.
Realtor. You're a realtor.
Yeah.
And have you ever been married?
No.
No. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
48, never married, with a 22-year-old. So she had a kid at. So she's 48. So she had a kid at 26. She became a single mother out of wedlock at 26. Her brain was fully developed. She wasn't 16, 17, 19, 21. She was 26. She was a grown ass woman. So just keep that in mind.
Capricorn.
Capricorn. So we got Charm Atlanta, 48 Capricorn. So 48 Capricorn is a realtor, also a stand-up comedian, has a daughter that's in college, never married. All right, girl. What kind of man you looking for?
Somebody who is definitely ambitious, who is
Here we go. Here the fuck we go. Here the fuck we go.
somebody who is definitely ambitious, who is fun, likes to do things. Like I'm a person, I love to travel, I love to try new restaurants, I just love to be like busy. I went to see Shaka and Patty and Gladys Knight over the weekend, so you can always catch me at a concert.
Where were they at? In Atlanta?
They came to Atlanta over the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really great show. And what else? Somebody who's definitely an intellectual, because like I'm a sapiosexual, so that just means that an intellectual person is what makes me sexually attracted to them. They have to be,
Attention. Pay attention to that. She says she's a sapiosexual. It's probably gonna be a lie. It's gonna be a lie most of the time when they say that. If that motherfucker start talking about some in-depth concepts and fucking science, you can be like, I wish this motherfucker would shut up. But anyway, remember she said that though. She's a sapiosexual. She's turned on by a man's intellect, nothing else. Not that it's nothing else, but just keep that in mind.
intellectual person is what makes me sexually attracted to them. They have to be, yeah.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yes, he has to be nice looking. I'm not like a person, like they don't have to be 6 feet. I'm 5'6", so I would want somebody that's at least 5'6", 5'7". Definitely not shorter than me, but the short kings, I'm fine with them. It's fine.
Why do we gotta be good looking? You're attracted to intellect, not looks. Intellect is what turn you on sexually. You're sapiosexual. So he don't gotta be that nice looking then. He shouldn't have to be that nice looking. As long as he intelligent. Yeah, you're full of shit.
The short kings, I'm fine with them. It's fine.
All right. Should he look a certain way? Where does it at? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes.
Okay.
I think them just got a lot of fucking audacity.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episode.
Before we let her finish, ma'am, you ain't fine enough for a certain amount of money. I'm gonna say that again. Ma'am, you ain't fine enough for a certain amount of money. Point blank period. You don't get no money. You ain't fine enough for no money. As a great man once said. That's not how it works. You don't just get to demand a certain amount of money, especially if you don't look the part. And even if you did look the part at 48, you probably still don't qualify.
A certain amount of money.
Yes.
Okay. What is the minimum?
Minimum. Now, we're looking at debt to income ratio. We're looking at 6 figures. I make 6 figures. I would like somebody that makes 6 figures.
Like nobody gives a fuck. It's not to hurt your feelings at all. It's definitely not. Again, I think it's impressive. I'm not getting ready to go throw a party for this hoe. I don't care.
If it only worked like that, man. If it only worked like that. You know, making 6 figures as a woman doesn't qualify you for a man that makes 6 figures. A 6-figure man is the most desired thing on a dating market. A 6-figure woman, probably closer to the bottom of the dating market. Completely different things. Men actually would probably try to stray away from a woman that makes 6 figures because usually it come with a huge ego. Women don't mind a man with a huge ego if he got that bag. I get the logic, but it's flawed. It's fucking flawed.
Six figures. I make 6 figures. I would like somebody that makes 6 figures. But also it can't be 6 figures and then they're all in debt and they're not working well with their money. So it's not only what you make, it's what you're doing with your money. And so that's important.
Okay, so if he made 80K, you can't do that.
I tend to feel that men who make less than women tend to be resentful. There's a larger potential for resentment, and then it comes out in other ways like cheating.
No, y'all only deal with men who are the most likely to cheat. Let's be real. Because he got to look good. He got to make a certain amount of money. And even 80K is above average. So it's not that you make more. That's not why he cheated. It's because you pick men who are the most likely to cheat. And then you try to rationalize it afterwards. But the rationalization is they cheat because they can cheat. If women only want to date top 10% men, I'm not saying all top 10% men cheat, but it should be expected. If you're a woman who refused to deal with anybody who's not in the top 10%, incorporate getting cheated on in the plan of the relationship. And I'm not saying there's not bottom 20% men that cheat, but if he's bottom 20%, he probably don't have the options to cheat. And I'm not saying a woman got to go that low, but if you go in top 20, top 10, cheating is built in. So either accept it or date outside the top 20% if you want to improve your chances of not getting cheated on. Trust me, he didn't cheat on you because you make 100K. I promise you that. None of your exes cheated on you because you make 100K. They may have cheated on you because the way you made them feel because you made 100K and they made 70 or 60 or whatever. But it wasn't just 100K. This woman's not particularly attractive and she's not feminine. So she just got a lot of nerve coming on here talking like this. Like she's just swimming in options. Let me be clear about this. Women who qualify for 100K men don't have to come on the internet and ask for 100K men. Promise you. They're too busy dating those guys in real life to ever have to come online and ask for them.
And it comes out in other ways like cheating. And that's just been my experience. And I used to do kind of like where we're not like equal on that end. And then it just has always backfired.
Okay. Okay. So basically six figures and up.
Yeah.
All right. Did I ask you your deal breakers? I feel like I skipped the question.
Deal breakers is any type of drug use and excessive alcohol. So I don't do weed. I don't do any type of, because I'm actually a medical doctor. I'm a medical doctor and I changed fields. I don't see patients anymore.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
So let me get this right. I mean, I get it. People change careers, but this is kind of weird. So you stop being a medical doctor. Is she a nurse practitioner or is she a medical? Okay, I'm not gonna downplay her accomplishments. Let's just give it to her. She's a medical doctor, but she retired as a medical doctor. Well, not officially retired, but she left being a medical doctor to go be a realtor and a comedian. Something ain't adding up here. Something not fucking adding up. From what I know about realtors, that's really shaky and it take a long time to get established and like be legit where you making some legit money as a realtor. It's not just something like fly by night, now I'm a successful realtor. And she damn sure ain't making no money from being a comedian. So something ain't sounding right. I'll stop being a medical doctor making over 6 figures and then yeah, no. I'm just gonna say this is bullshit.
Are you fucking serious, ho? Like, look, like his.
You know, I'm just tired.
I'm unemployed. I'm self-employed.
What you do for a living, honey?
There's nothing I don't do, Miss Kendra.
So yeah, you're gonna pay off all your debt, your doctor debt, just to not be a doctor. Nah, this is bullshit. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's bullshit.
Medical doctor and I changed fields. I don't see patients anymore, but I still maintain my license. So having a healthy lifestyle is important. No drugs, no weed, no pills, no any of that.
She seems like a bitch. Is it just me or does she seem like a bitch? How is that gonna attract the most desired man on the dating market? Being a bitchy 3. Seriously. I don't understand her logic, but she can't help but to be a B. And it's only gonna get worse with age.
This is why my next book I'm writing right now is on the mental health of menopausal women because we're struggling. If you live with a 43-year-old woman, you're going to experience she's great. Next day, you're going to be like, who are you? That's because her estrogen is on a roller coaster ride. Little things are going to irritate us like they've never irritated us before. And you might be the recipient of that.
I don't want to be that guy.
We need to have more love brought our way because we just can't handle stress the same way. From 40 till about 55. Our moods are all over the place during that time. So understanding where we're at, having more compassion for us, not taking us on will be so helpful.
It's going to be a no for me, dog. Keep it up, though.
But we don't even understand our own selves.
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women.
And alcohol, it needs to be in moderation, no addictions of any kind, and they need to have their mental health together.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, so here's the thing, Kendra. I'm sitting here and I've been organizing and cleaning, and so I need to put something on because I am not dressed. So
You want the top desired man on the dating market, but he wasn't worth enough to you. But he wasn't worth it enough for you to actually get prepared to come on here. But you want the most desired man. But couldn't put the effort to just put on an outfit. The fuck out of here, man. That shows you what she thinks this top tier man. That shows you what she thinks this top tier man deserves. Little to nothing, but he got to come in and give her the world, I'm sure. This is crazy, man. Women don't value even incredible men. Like, women don't value men who bust their ass to become, top 1 to 5 percenters, let alone the average Joe. You could just forget about that. To even get an ounce of care and consideration, you got to be damn near Superman. And even if you Superman, she ain't putting on the outfit for you. She'll get ready like on the show, on the spot or something. Wow.
Oh, I'm like not dressed. I'm sitting here in the bed. Can I just put something on real quick?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm going. I'll turn the camera off the ceiling. I'm just gonna throw something on real quick. Okay, y'all
y'all be
looking at
calling me bucket naked, child.
not bucket naked, but I was sitting here. I've been like organizing my house. So let me put some. Let me see. All right. No, I was literally. I can multitask. That's what you got to do. You got to multitask. Now my dress ain't zipped all the way up, but let me get. Let me
See
get
this outfit that we was waiting for, child.
Look, I just threw on a dress real quick. Hold on, I'm trying to see where can we. I got this on my treadmill, and I'm from Houston. That's why I got this country accent. But let's see here. Okay, so this is me.
Yeah. Just average at best. Body's average, face below average. Respectfully, I'm just being real. We assessing dating shit. Gotta talk about looks. She said it's her natural hair. Okay, great. She's gonna say something cringe here in a minute. I'll let her say it, but this is not giving a 100K man with his shit together who don't drink and don't smoke and X, Y, and Z. It's not giving that. Wasn't she just talking about health? I mean, she's not blowed out, but she's not fit. I mean, she's definitely not fit. Oh, boy.
So this is
Okay.
me.
Yes. All right. We see you, girl. Okay.
Okay.
That black dress was taking up our time. Ooh. Turn
I
to
was
the side.
multitasking, but this is my real hair. But I like to wear wigs, and I name my.
Oh. Yeah, the receding hairlines. I mean, I'm not roasting, but it's just be humble. Be humble. Just be humble. That's the point I'm trying to get across.
Dress was taking up our time. Ooh. Turn
I
to
was
the side.
multitasking, but this is my real hair. But I like to wear wigs, and I name all my wigs. So I had on Stacy. I had a show at City Winery that I hosted, and I put Stacy on, but I name all my girls.
I name all my wigs. Exactly the type of ridiculous stuff men want to hear, right? A woman who wears wigs and she names all her girls. She call her wigs her girls. That's exactly what a well put together man who handsome and intellectual and makes 6 figures want to hear to turn him on. Oh, I gotta reach out to her. She be wearing wigs all the time and she name them and call them her girls. Yeah. No, average dudes don't think they're supposed to get dimes. Most men would take a 5 or a 6 if she act right and treat him with some respect and love. Facts. Facts.
Stacy. I had a show at City Winery that I hosted, and I put Stacy on, but I name all my girls.
Okay, so how long you been growing your locks for?
Since I was 17 years old.
And you are 48.
Yep.
Okay, so it does prove that black hair will grow really long if we didn't do all the things we do to it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So she said, "This is my real hair, so y'all can know." You probably wouldn't have known if you ain't tell us. So that was smart to tell us. All right. When was your last relationship?
4 years ago.
So the market has been, see you later, Lauren. The market has been Trying to tell you something for 4 years. Good items don't stay on the shelf. They don't. Kendra is a horrible journalist. I would just naturally ask, well, how long did that relationship work? Or how long did that relationship last? Why didn't that one work out? I would naturally ask that. And I'm not a journalist for 20 years. I haven't been a journalist for 20 years.
Four years ago.
4 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 flaws you have to.
I'm sure there are some dudes out there who are 2s and 3s and think they deserve 10s, but I don't think that makes up most guys, or even 50%. Relationship was 4 years ago. Had sex 2 years ago. So you willing to have sex outside of a relationship? Okay, interesting. Well, we know that because you had a kid outside of probably a relationship. Well, out of marriage for sure. They really shouldn't answer that question. A 48-year-old woman who's still willing to have sex outside of a committed relationship tells you everything you need to know. Is there anybody in the chat who's a high value man? Let yourself be known if you're a high value man in the chat. So I take it you're a high value man, Ism? Since you're asking that question, I suppose you would consider yourself a high value man. I would love to see your definition of what a high value man is.
Years ago.
Yeah.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on: being a perfectionist, being an overachiever, and what was the third flaw?
Being an overachiever is not a flaw. Did she say being a perfectionist and an overachiever? 2 compliments disguised as flaws. What a piece of shit. Like, that's a huge red flag. Just refused to. Yeah, she's not self-aware at all. Yeah, stay far away from this.
And 3 flaws I have to work on: being a perfectionist, being an overachiever, and what was the third flaw? Just accepting myself for all my flaws.
Loving myself even more than I already do, and I'm obsessed with myself is one of my flaws. None of those were really flaws. I mean, I guess you could sort of say that last one kind of was like, I don't accept myself, I'm insecure. But that was horrible. Well, let's be clear, Ism. Regardless of if a dude is high value or not, these chicks, how can I word this? None of these women aren't worth leveling up to high value for. I mean, I'm not saying you should level up for a woman, but I'm saying this whole idea that a man has to level up to be worthy of a woman is absurd to me. It's absolutely absurd. But look, this meme is for you. This meme is for you, Ism.
This concept of I can do better, bitch, at least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. For the only thing that kept the woman in a league was because she looked a little cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached 100% of women were out of the woman's league, for real. Like on some real shit, not just, looking cute for that 5 minutes, but on some real, like on character levels and intellect levels, the man's out of her league.
Just accepting myself for all my flaws.
Okay.
In spite of all my flaws.
In spite of all your flaws. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm an amazing person, very generous and kind person, and I'm the bomb. Like,
If you the bomb, why you 48, single, never been married, and just a baby mama? Seriously, look at all the plaques she got hung up on her wall. That's her everything. That's her whole identity. All her plaques and degrees. And look, I hope those plaques and degrees keep you warm at night. You cuddle up with them, and then put them back on the wall in the morning, because nobody gives a fuck. If you the bomb, why the fuck are you single at 48, never married? It ain't like you a widow. Why the fuck you single if you so incredible? Man, Ism, how long you been married, Ism? He says, women, you only need one. Why y'all worried about all women? Look, I want to know how many years you been married, Ism. Wait, you're not married? Okay, even if you're not married, what's the longest relationship you ever been in, Ism? And why you not in a relationship now since you're so, relationship centric and women are so great? Or all it takes is one woman? You're an older gentleman. Have you not found this one woman in your 50 plus years of life, half a century? If there's so many good women out there and you're a high value man and you value relationships and you got the game and the ism to keep them, hopefully you should tell me you've been in a relationship for at least 20 years. But ma'am, you're the bomb. I'm a 48-year-old single mom and I'm the bomb that can't keep a man to save my fucking life. Yeah, you may be the bomb in other areas of your life, but you ain't the bomb in the dating market. You're a ticking time bomb in the dating market.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Girl, I'm the shit. What? I'm the shit.
That's why a lot of them can't keep a man around. Okay, because once you deal with them outside of fucking, then it's like she figures that since she's been through a lot and she's a tough, independent woman, that I have standards and my standards are here. And if you do not touch these standards, you have no chance with my pussy. And then they're just so incredibly difficult to get with. You're like, fuck it, I don't even want to fuck you anymore.
So Ism says his longest relationship is longer than I've been alive, player. Okay, let's talk about it. This is what old niggas always say. I got pieces of used toilet paper that's older than you, nigga. This is the type of shit that old niggas say. I guess it's supposed to mean something. It isn't. It's So Ism is assuming that he knows how old I am. You know, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm 56 years old. I'm 56 years old. You the little homieism. You the little homie. I got socks with holes in them older than you, nigga.
Very generous and kind person, and I'm the bomb. Like, I'm an amazing person. And also, I'm a very empathetic and considerate person. So it's not all about me, it's about us.
Okay. And Charm, what's the age range you would date?
I would date probably 38, 30, I would say 36, 38 to about 51, 52.
She went so deep, she went past hell.
Well,
I guess she went past Satan and saying like, where are you going? You're home now.
How about no?
No, don't time them out. Don't time them out. Don't time them out. Don't time them out, please. I didn't even know y'all could time motherfuckers out. I need to change y'all niggas settings. But look, niggas say I'm 26, 28, and 32. How can you tell? Can you just tell from my voice? Y'all will never know. I could be 73. You never know. A 73-year-old could sound like this. Just, is being bachelorless the worst thing a man can be? Ism in your worldview? Being bachelorless? Being bitchless? You know? Oh, Mr. Cut says I'm in my 40s. Divine says I gotta be at least in my 30s. It's probably fair that I'm at least in my 30s. That's probably fair, Divine Photos. I think you're on to something. I think I'm at least in my 30s too. At least. But I could be 56. I'm not really shaming you for your age. I'm not shaming you for your ageism. You was just talking that whole, I got X, Y, and Z older than you. When niggas go there, then With all my great wisdom, I should be 73. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. um. So let me. The hell was I talking about? Ism is my new favorite troll. My new favorite troll. I want Ism to be in a successful marriage, man, since she's such an advocate for women. Since women are so great. I want Ism to be in a successful marriage of decades. You know what I mean? Because the worst thing you could be in this life is bitchless, according to Ism's worldview. Um, yeah, let's talk a little bit. Companionship is cool. We all want a companion. A part of us all want a companion. You know? just these new age women just aren't worth it. It's not that we don't want to be with somebody, but we want to be with somebody who's worth being with and who's gonna just take our direction and play their part as a woman, and we play our part as a man. You know, but let's check out what Ism is saying. He says, "Yes, being bitchless is the worst thing in the world. It's biology, bruh. Men want women. That's why you crying. Oh, I'm crying now. All right. Oh, that's why you crying about hoes every day on every show. Bitchless men of YouTube. Crying? It's a little extreme. It's a little extreme. You know, I just feel you value women too much, and I just don't. I think that's our big difference in philosophy. Um, I think men want women for the basic companionship, but not because they're so great or anything. We just, I mean, humans just don't want to be alone. I actually think men would prefer female androids, lifelike female androids that are programmed the way we want more than they would actually enjoy a real human woman. Well, you know what? Let me. We're getting a little disrespectful here. I mean, I don't think I've gotten too disrespectful because I don't know. I mean, if anything, it seemed like Ism is more in his feelings than I am. You know, but that's just me. So let me say this: there's something about a woman's touch, or there's something about a woman's. See, that's a controversial topic. The whole thing about the androids. We well versed in 304ism, bruh. Let me talk about this for. I got to get off here soon. I don't got to, but uh, probably going to because we didn't get the donations we needed to stay on. But let's talk about this for a minute before I get off. Um, oh yeah, I know, John. I was maybe I responded to that wrong. I knew you were talking about. Well, I guess I didn't know for sure, but I assumed that you were talking about ism. Greg says there's nothing better than being in some warm trim. Well, we don't know that yet. We don't know how warm the trim is of the Android bot. I'm sure technology will get there. Might even feel better because it'll have some built-in grip and rotation super wetness feature, super soaker wetness feature with the turbo grip, spin around. Fucking option to add on it. But you know, the one thing the lifelike Android may not be able to, actually they probably will be able to simulate a woman genuinely caring about you and being nurturing and acting like she loves you. Actually, yeah, they'll probably be able to do that probably better than real women one day too. Yeah, the Android will have a vibrating pussy with the super soaker squirt option. So it may be better than some warm human trim. That's if Project Bluebeam doesn't happen, or some asteroid doesn't hit us, or some real alien invasion doesn't happen. Yeah, I'm glad they're working on it too, John. Men deserve better than modern day human woes. Um, It's just a question that we've been pondering for a while now. Is everything that we have to go through to have some basic companionship from a woman worth it? Is a woman's basic companionship worth all this shit that we got to go through just to maintain it? That's the question. Well, I don't really know. Look, I don't really know what gems you're dropping, Ism. I mean that we're bitchless and we're crying about women. I don't really see the gems in that. Saying that, men do have a human nature to want a woman. I'm not arguing that. I don't know how much of a gem it is per se. you know? But hey, I'm open to give you props where they're due. But yeah, I'm not sure where the gems are. But when you drop one, I'll pick it up and acknowledge that you dropped one.
51, 52. And do you want the guy to be in Atlanta?
I would prefer, but I'm open to long distance because I like to travel.
Oh, I forgot about that. She said her dating range is 36 to 52. Ma'am, you're officially retarded now. You think a 36-year-old, or let's just say 38, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. You think a 38-year-old man who make 100K is checking for a 48-year-old stand-up comedian with a receding hairline and a bitchy attitude who's entitled? That's who you think a 38-year-old six-figure man is checking for? You done lost your damn mind. This is how this woman feels.
There are 4 words that you will never hear me say in this life or the next. And those 4 words are, I love black men. You will never hear me say that.
For real.
And as a matter of fact, when I see, when I'm scrolling and I see women saying that, I almost want to throw up in my fucking mouth. Just gonna speak from the mouth of my personal experiences, and I don't give a fuck about how anybody feels about this. You can definitely suck my dick. I don't care.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I have never loved black men as a collective.
Who hurt you?
No, I haven't. Wait, RC Blake. I've heard of RC Blake, but I haven't. But RC Blake is like older in his 50s or something. So I'm assuming, yeah, this is a younger dude. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check out some of the ridiculousness. My computer's kind of freezing, so I'm gonna get off here on that note. Since my computer freezing, y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow between, I'll just say 7 to 8 p.m. Central Time. Follow me on Rumble. I can get kicked off of YouTube any day now. Join the membership. It's only $5 a month, and it really helps the channel. Check out merch. Link in the description. And hold on. See if we got anybody on Rumble. 2 people on Rumble. 1 person on Rumble.
Well, hello, family. Hello, family. This is RSC Blakes again, and I welcome you back again tonight for another conversation. Tonight, we're going to be talking about when a man loves you, he chooses you. And what does that mean? What does that mean when a man actually chooses you? Because as men, we are engineered to give a woman many different signals. And sometimes the woman assumes that one thing means something else, but it means something quite different. So tonight I need you to invite as many people as you possibly can to come into this conversation we're dealing with. When a man loves a woman, he chooses her. 7 ways a man chooses a woman. It's going to be a good one. So invite some others to come in. I am thoroughly excited about this one. How's everybody doing? That's the I know you want to know, well, when are you going to play the theme song? We're going to play it at the end. We're going to play it at the end. I understand, somebody was teaching me that the algorithm works better when you talk about what you're talking about in the first few seconds of your intro. So, hey, I'm a student. I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm always teachable. So let's try something different. Now, dealing with this subject, when a man loves you, he chooses you. He pursues you, and he pursues you because he chooses you. You know, a man can go through figuratively 1,000,000 different women, but when he finds the one, she knows that she is chosen, right?
I remember one of his blah 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 blah. I remember one of his old videos. He said he used to be a player. Um, yeah, just how can I explain this? When are women at their best in a relationship? Some would say when they're being quiet. Okay, that's sexist. No, seriously, like I'm just trying to think of the ideal woman, a realistic. Well, I guess ideal and realistic are like oxymorons, aren't they? Just wonder what people's idea of a realistic good woman would be. Like if they had to describe a good woman in a realistic way. Like obviously she's gonna have flaws, shortcomings, things about her that you can't stand. That's just being human. But just trying to manage their emotions and dealing with their freakouts and their mental health breaks, and it's a real burden. Just to me, that's such a small percentage of women that are going to be likable to be living in a house with for 50 years. That's just such a small percentage of women. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. No, like okay, so yeah, feminine, warm, supportive, friendly. So let me ask you this, John, before I get off. What percentage of the time would she be that? Because I don't know if it's realistic to think that a woman's gonna be like that like 95% of the time. Like, what do you think is a realistic expectation of what percentage of the time she's gonna be feminine, warm, supportive, and friendly in the midst of all the ups and downs that come with life? Yeah, 70%. Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. I'm assuming there's some women out there like that, I guess, maybe. Hopeful. But all right. I'm gonna get off here. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.